All right, so well going everybody. So today we're going to be making a Vybz Kartel app using Claude AI and Xcode. So I'm going to start this. So I'm going to share my screen. All right, so the thing I've opened right now is Xcode. This is the icon for it. And Xcode is just an app we use to make other apps. That's it. Not no type of crazy terminology, just that. I will just hit create new project here. And you can make an iPhone app, you can make a Mac app, you can make a watch app, anything you want. For now, I'll just go to iOS and then app. And you can make like add on more stuff later. And just hit next. And for the name of the app, I'll just call it Vibes. Oops, forget the V. Can't have no vibes without the V. And then no worry about them thing, just hit next. And then in here, I actually have some similar. So I'm gonna move the old one to the trash and make that new one. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna maximize this, right? So when you see that code here, if you're not sure what coding is, don't worry about it. You don't need to know this. All we're gonna use for this is an AI. Um, but so basically we can kind of just ignore the part here. All you have to do is go over to this section with the star. That's like the AI section. And you might see this annoying thing where this thing just a spin forever. Forget rid of it, just go back over here and then come back over here. And then there they're gone. And basically everything we want the app to be like, well, I just type it in the box here, right? Just so you see me. And this is supposed to be like a preview, but that'll take forever. So we can probably hide it. So let's just hide that for now. And as I said, we're not have to worry about the code. You don't need to know the code for this. Well, I made the AI do the coding for you. So we'll get rid of that. So now the first thing we'll do is just write straight up like, yo, make a app that focuses on the Vybz Kartel and his music, bio, and other info for supporters. I'm gonna say one of the things I want to be able to do is make it that we can search for music. So make it that you can search for his Apple Music. Also can view info about him. And yeah, for now let's just do this and then we can build off it. And then drag just to this. Make sure the UI UX looks good. And UI is just like how the app looks, and then UX is like how you go from just the flow of the app, isn't it? So while hit enter for now, and then later on, like we'll just keep on a build on more things to the app, isn't it? So let's see what it do for this. But if you notice, I'm gonna talk to it, I'm just talk to it regular. Like I'm gonna talk to it with like no crazy like technical word or nothing like this. This is just like an AI. I'm just talk to it regular, nothing too crazy, isn't it? All right, so now it kind of give you an idea of what Claude is doing. Claude is the name of the AI. If it's the one that who name Claude. And you see like over here, you see like, remember the code thing I did way less than this? This is basically the AI writing all of this code for it. We never write none of this. And you see some errors, but them writing your errors, but the AI will fix it for you. So. Cool. Yeah. So I don't want to stress about this, so I'm minimize that a little bit more. I think we can get rid of that section completely, that's why. But if we look on what the AI do over here, so it make a plan, right? So the first thing it do is read what in other files. We now have none in other files, so you just let us build this from scratch. And then if we click here, you see to-do list, like all the things them way to do. So the first thing to do is create main content view with tab navigation. So basically, you know, like when you go on Instagram and you can see those tabs. Let me just see if I can go here. So if I go on Instagram, and I type in like tab view, I'm gonna show you exactly what our tab is. So tabs are these bottom parts, you know, like how you have home, settings, whatever. Do it that tell you like a tab view. So whenever you hear them talk about tab view or tabs, whatever, and them there, so them bottom part, yeah. So home, whatever this is, plus those are your tab view. So that's the way to make for we right now. So let's jump back to Xcode. And you see, kind of move fast. So you create the main content view, you might create a tab thing there, and now it'll create the home view. Then it'll create a bio view with Vybz Kartel, biography, and info. Then it'll create something called a music search. So a massive view mean like screen. So it'll create like a separate screen for each of like bio, music search, discography view, I guess all albums and song info. And then it'll have a gallery with media grid. We don't know where to get the picture them from. I don't know if it's just gonna go online and get them, but we'll see. So it'll do it thing, and you can know it'll do it work if you select them dots here. So you know it's something that get done. You know, like when you send a text or somebody a text you back and you select them dots there, so you know somebody write something. And kind of that'll go on. And then on what will go on. And then you see that responding thing here, so you know so yeah, it'll do something. You could stop it right yourself if like say yo you want add an additional part to it. But yeah, I feel like we're good with just them commands there, so I'll just make it run and do it thing. Yeah. If you watch live, you have to go sit down and watch this. But if you watch this later, what I'm gonna do, I just speed this up. So yeah. If you want to chill out on vibes with the other build this, yeah, watch it live. Chill out on vibes. And you can give me like ideas in the chat too if you watch this live. All right, so it looks like I'm at the gallery view now. I will see it right here, gallery view. That's how it reach. And then the last thing after that is it's gonna build and verify. So after I make everything, unless I'm gonna rate it, it'd be like, all right, we'll make everything, I'm gonna test it out. So it'll test out itself, make sure so there are no errors or problems or nothing like that. And then if all that good, then yeah, just like yeah, give you a summary, and then we can just run it and test it on a simulator. So let's go. Fast forward. All right, it looks like it done the gallery thing, so now it's just a build. And the build, I like it, say a circle thing here. If it turned green, which would be good, which it did, so build succeeded. If it did turn red, it would have told us some errors that I would have, and well, Claude would have fixed it. So now just I'll give you a summary of all of this stuff. Yeah, home tab. Sometimes I can't bother you, I'm just hit run. I'm just hit run yourself. I'm kind of just really want to see what the app will make look like. I remember, I know we made the app, we really just rely upon Claude. We just describe what we want and the AI write the code for it. All right. So now this is our simulator. And if you don't know what a simulator is, it's just basically like a fake iPhone where you can run on your laptop. That's basically it. Like if you're one of them people that were used to like play Pokemon every, and then you start play Pokemon on your laptop, and you used to play or your computer, that way I play was a simulator, because it's not you play on your real like Game Boy or whatever. So you play on your computer, whatever. That's just the nerd side of me. People, back to this Vybz Kartel app. See? So now we see it installing here. And it open up. So make us see what it look like. No idea what this is gonna look like. I just hope it look good. One thing we just pray is that right here, so them say all views are forced to dark. So what that means is like it's always gonna be in dark mode. So yeah. So this whole app so far though, I don't know what's that thing that's moving around. But it's a Vybz Kartel World Boss, January 7th. When if the time real birthday, we can check that. Kingston Dancehall. This is this thing moving around. I think that's supposed to be like some animation. And then we have Real Gaza, Never Surrender. I don't know if that's like his thing. Like I seen what him actually said before. But yeah, let's go over to so this time biography. It's a 20 plus albums, 200 plus songs, 10 million plus fans. I get a game give a story and it's a DJ and professional known as Vybz Kartel, blah blah blah. Oh, and this time timeline. So it has about 1996 since I record. And what I forgot to record, tell people, if you disagree with this, just add this in the comments and we'll just update it. The conviction, continue music, 2024 overturned, world boss free. And now this will show some awards and legacy. That look alright. I feel like we can change some stuff here. And then for music, if I click on this, what happened? So nothing really happened though, but if I'm looking on the console, it looks like it's trying to open some URL, whatever. But I wonder if I can search for songs in this. So I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna type in one of my favorite songs. So I have two Cartel songs, one of my favorite. And that one is Love Them. Okay, so we'll not really see that. But okay, so I have to tell it to work on a search. All right, cool. All right. What is discography? So discography I show like all them album them. Well, I'm gonna click on it, nothing happened, but it looked like we're supposed to go to this URL. I'm gonna try to go to that URL up on my own to see what happened. Can I just go like this? Let me see. But when we click on it at that URL, it's supposed to go just now go there right there. So it's like open something from music app. And if I drag over my music app over here, this is basically a way to open up. So it bring me to like in page. Okay, all right, cool. So I'm gonna stop that right there. So I'm gonna go and look through this. So all the way if we click studio, I guess a different studio than we're work with. Virgin mixtape. Free Cartel. I feel like I'm doing more than that. Compilations. It probably just like do some. And then for gallery, yeah, not really giving nothing to do with some quotes. I am the teacher, dancehall is my classroom. I feel like I hear him say that before too. Music is the only weapon that can change the world without bloodshed. Lyrics. What am I do? What am I do? Them I watch it. But me now watch okay. Fox. The teacher. Vybz Kartel earned his nickname Added the Teacher for his sharp intellectual and ability to school rivals on the mic. Yeah, what could I say that? He recorded and released multiple chart-topping. His song Clark sparked a culture. Yep. All right, so this look all right. A couple things I want to fix. And what I'm gonna do is just talk to Claude and fix it just by literally just talk to it. So let me just open this back up. I'm gonna do this, and my friend actually showed me this. It's like a way how you can just not have it take up the whole thing. So all right, so the first thing is I keep seeing this thing on the first screen, and then we notice that whenever we select from a tab bar, you notice you see the icon here. So let's tell it that. So I'm gonna tell you the first one. So when tab is selected, I don't see the icon in the tab view until I select another tab. Fix it. I see some of this I talk to regular, not doing no crazy nothing. And then for here, is this the home screen? Yeah, home screen. Sorry, people, my phone will go off. I don't know why it's doing that. Sorry about that. All right, so the other thing I'm gonna say is like, it's that little thing that a breathing thing there. It look weird. So I'm gonna say, stop the breathing background thing happening on the home screen. I don't know what that is. So let's just get this. And anything else I'm see what I kind of want to change? Oh, the music thing. I think it'll be a bigger lift. So let's do this first. So let's just make it do them couple things first, and then we'll try it out. So you can stop the simulator right now if you want, or you can just leave it running. Right now, I'll just leave it right there. So. But you see that though? Like we'll have to select a tab right here. Once it's selected, you're gonna see it. And let's see what Claude says. So it's a tab icon not shown, blah, 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 caused by int referencing the name color asset that doesn't exist. So the result. So basically, I try to use a color that doesn't exist. So you have to try to find a different one. And then the breathing, pulsing on the background. The toggle inside causes the whole view to breathe. Okay, so it's a remove the animation for that. So the tab view thing should be fixed, and the breathing square animation thing should be fixed though. All right. So we're not seeing no more breathing. Cool. That look good. The only thing is, I'm not really like this big black bar at the top. So let's just see if we can fix it. I don't like big space at the screen. Have the image or gradient. Gradient are like, two colors kind of mixed together. So it's like, oh, this is like yellowish and then this is blackish. I think they're using a gradient. Can't bother going on the code to check that. So I'll just assume that. Have the image or the gradient moved out to top to fill edges. So basically, I want it up in at the top like this. I don't want a gap here at the top. Also, I think this is set to just light mode. So I'm pressing Command Shift A. I notice it not change. So I'm gonna tell it to also support light mode. Also, don't force to only dark mode. Support both light and dark. Yeah, I know most people I know use dark mode, but trust me, you have a huge audience out there will still prefer light mode. So if you really consider I use it, don't just switch. So trust me, consider I use it. Okay. So it's just the big gap at the top is caused by navigation stop pushing content down. Since the nav bar is hidden, it still reserves space. Blah blah. Remove preferred color scheme. So it's a fix up the color thing now. I don't feel like it should be a long check. So okay, so it's building the project already, cause that shouldn't have been a long fix. You know what I mean? All right. So succeeded. Now let's just hit the play button and try to run it while they give us our summary that we're ignoring. All right, boom. See that? So now it's like all the way to the top of the screen. Exactly what someone wanted. All right, this look okay. I wish these did more though. It looked like it's trying to open a URL. Okay. And we'll have the bio here. Right away, I'm gonna see an error here though. It's saying no symbol name music fill. So let's just add this in here and just have Claude just keep track of that one. How that fix that? I don't see which. Oh, it might be this symbol is supposed to show in here. Maybe. Also, I don't know. Yo, should the timeline? I feel like the timeline should be in like a separate thing. So what we have in iOS is like a picker, so that you could pick story, timeline, recognition, and awards. I think we should do that. So we'll have all of this still, but it'll be in different sections instead of like we'll have to scroll all the way down here. Because honestly, after a while, I didn't know where to scroll. So let's go here. And I'll say in bio, make it the story. Story timeline and awards are shown by using a picker. I think I segmented. Yeah. All right. So let's see how this look. So we just build it out little by little. So we could have just write a huge prompt and just have it tell it like bag of things to add, but it would have take forever. I'm gonna also not sit down and just wait for that prompt to just finish. So I'm gonna build it piece by piece. And plus, when I build it piece by piece, you still not write the code, but I feel like it give you a better understanding of like what to do and like control over it still. So you see the code that get changed up right there. So I know some don't really care about that, but yeah. So I do most of this, and now we have it building its project. So all right, so it done build. So I guess we can just run this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So go over to bio here. All right, you see, so I guess it was a mic here. I know this is that these are the picker thing over there I talk about. So it's like count story, timer, award. So instead of we scroll all the way down there, so we can just do that. The story here, it look like the legacy is right there. Is it under all of them? No, I guess it's just on the story. And I kind of like that. I don't need it under all of them. All right, so this look okay. So home look okay. Well, we revisit this though, because I don't like the part here. And bio look okay. And now let's look at music. Music, I am not a fan. Like it's basically trying to do the music, but it's like, yeah. So these look like these are fixed, like static data. Like it's not really using like real data. So if you use real music info or data in your app, you have to use something called Music Kit. And that will take a little while. So I think we'll jump over to discography first and then hang that. Also, discography are gonna need Music Kit too. All right. Gallery. I don't know why they call this gallery. Quotes, different quotes, lyrics, facts. Okay. So I guess the thing that we need to fix up at the music part. So we could start from here. All right. So what we're gonna do is tell it use Music Kit for like get real music and show like real music. So use Music Kit to show real music by Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel and Vybz Kartel. Yeah. Yeah. Instead of static data info. So static data, like data will just info, like like how we go here and it's like set to these, like these songs, regardless if like we're changing stuff. We don't want it to be set there. We want it to use like real info from like Apple Music or whatever. So let's change that info. I'm gonna tell it. So use Music Kit for like not even spell music right. No couldn't tell me. Music Kit and then change all the places showing or using static music to use Music Kit data instead. So I don't know how long. This might ask you for something else to do though. We might need an extra permission. So right now, all of them songs which I show for Vybz Kartel are like static data. So I can know because if I click on this, right, I'm gonna trash some of that. But if I click on this, you'll see it show the URL that's trying to go. Vybz Kartel. So it's basically do a search for Vybz Kartel, what them I do. And if I want to follow it, it's gonna open one my music app though. So let's go here. Hit this. It's gonna open my music app. I'm gonna do always allow. Close that. And I see it open like this for me. It didn't go to the what I'm gonna do song though. I'm gonna try discography. Wow, because we still have AI doing its thing over here. So let's try this one and get this URL. So this is this one. And we gotta put it in a browser. And so yes, it's not really going there. But remember, I not really use music kit. Well, like the thing which I use to actually show me real music data. So now it's saying I'll add the and the key to both. I need to add Apple Music description to the project manual before I can. Okay, so to basically what this asks me is that like to for anybody to be able to any app be able to use your music library, they have to ask it permission. You know when they get that like pop up there was like, would you like to allow permission to use your music or tracking or whatever? We have to basically add that. So for do that, so it's saying we need to add this privacy media usage library. And it said for the reason where I get a user, it suggests me say this. So I'm actually gonna copy this. I'm gonna stop this for a second, go back over here, click on Vybz here. Then I'm gonna go to info. And then I'm gonna look for the one that said, I think it's privacy media library usage, yeah. Oh yeah, this is my info plist people, by the way. So any of them permission thing there, you have to add them here. So I'll hit enter there. I added it to the info.plist. Let's see what it do now. It might require one more thing, but I'm gonna see. Like it might require this thing called entitlement, where we have to make, which we would have to add somewhere else. But we'll see. So now it'll tell us everything that it's gonna need to do to make it that we can play like real music. Like you click on this, you'll see a Vybz Kartel actual music song, and if you have Apple Music set up, you probably can play it. All right, I think let me get a preview, even if you don't. So now this is it's new to do. So it's creating some music manual. It created it for observer for music kit authentication and fetching. So remember when I said so the auth is just it have to get your permission before it can use music from your library. That's the number one thing. Apple big with that. Next thing is it's rewrite music search for you to use live music kit. So remember these two screens. So this is the old one still, people. Don't get confused. When this done, then we can see the new one. But remember, these two screens were using static stuff. So it'll rewrite music search view, which is that one, yeah, to use real data, and to rewrite discography. That's it, right? Yeah, rewrite discography views to use live music. So Michael see. All right. So it shouldn't look like this after. So let's go. All right, so now it's building and verifying, and if you find an issue, it'll pretty much just try and fix it. All right. All right, so that's done. Yeah, let's see it build. So we'll get a green. So let's just run this. I'm really wants to wait though. Hopefully we'll not get a crash. All right, so this should do the same. We'll never change this. We're gonna change this eventually, but not that part. We didn't ask that. We change it from music. So you see it asks a permission here. Vybz would like to access Apple Music, your music and media. So it asks a permission. I'm gonna know if you use an iPhone app, you've seen maybe not asking for music, but maybe asking for photos, camera, or your tracking or whatever. So let's allow it. I know it's fetching songs. It didn't get any songs. I think because you're not searching for anything. So let me try and search for a song. So I'll say love them. Okay, didn't find that one. Let's see what it's saying in the logs here. So I'll go back to Xcode. Let's cancel that. And I'm gonna type this again. Love. Retrieve your music kit token. Fetching the developer token is not supported in the simulator when running on the version of macOS. Please upgrade your macOS to Ventura. Okay. Failed retrieving tokens for. Let's copy this to Claude, but I think this is because of the entitlement thing I'm telling you guys about. And let's go over to discography. And we're not seeing none over here too. So I think something weird is happening. It's a token thing. So let's add the first area, right? And then I'm gonna add this one. I think this is when we went over to discography. Yeah, let's hit enter. And while it do that, I'm gonna go on my other screen over here and see if we can possibly add that missing. So it's this entitlement thing that we have seen, but we have to go in my account. That's why I'm like, they're not showing that part of the screen. So let's just add that in. So developer, then I think I have to go to identifiers. And then I need to get the name of this bundle ID. So I'll go over here. Vybz, calm that nerdy yardie. Oh yeah, calm that nerdy YouTube. The thing though, it doesn't always show up here right away. It's taking some time. I suspected that. Okay, worse, I didn't log on to it originally. So, well, let's test this out. I think that's something else was happening here, but let's just see what Claude says. I did flag the new method checks the error description for deliver token and says so. Okay, it said change something, but I don't think that is what it needs to change. So let's run that again. And then all right. So are we running? No, yeah, we're running now. Let me just check over here. We'll go on team. All right, cool. All right, so let's go to music. Run on a real device. It's oh yeah. Sometimes it will say that like if you're not running on a real device. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test it out for y'all. I'm gonna run it on this device on my personal phone. Plug in this, and then I think what I can do, I can mirror my phone now. iPhone mirroring, good. And John, what is my? Oh yeah. You see how much things I do for the people? Oh yeah, I haven't set up this phone. Great. I'm trying to connect to the 16 plus. I have that on me right now. People, there's so much stuff. So it basically wants me to do this on a live device. That's why it's bugging like this. I think we're gonna have to set this up. Let's see. Let's see if we can do like maybe search, maybe in the API without using music kit. Cause that way we can run it on the simulator. I don't gotta show you all my personal info. Can we allow search of Apple Music from the app without using a real device? Just simulator? And possibly get some music info for this thing too. That's what we can do. clean build here. The key inside here is multi-catalog set requires a developer token device only, but we can use the Apple Music API directly. Oh, so some requires a like if we want to do like a thorough search, we need like an API key. If you're not sure what an API key is, it's like a password for like use some for like some of the data. But just so we don't need to, we need it if we want to like certain type of searches. But if we want like a regular search, we're good. So this is what we have so far for our app, the Vybz Kartel app. And what we want to do is improve this section. So we want to be able to search for his music without having to use a real device. So right now we're kind of stuck where it's like we'll have to use a real device for this. So we won't be able to search anywhere from the simulator. So now we'll just ask Claude. So right now it's rewriting the music manager right here. So we can show. But so far this all we have. Yeah, it look pretty decent, I feel like. So now to rewrite the discographic view, which is this one. And then to go build and verify and just make sure it's everything good. You better make sure it's everything good. All right. So last thing, the discography view. The only thing is the gallery section right here. It has more quotes. Oh, it's asking me to install this. Yeah, it has more quotes. Don't worry about this. This is just me. I set up my phone. It has some quotes. What kind of lyrics to have? If we use music, it would get more info. That's the only thing. All right, so now I have to build the project. We'll just say build and work. So let's just run it and let's just see what the changes look like. So I'll reinstall the app. And then we'll click on music. Okay, good. So now we can kind of search. What's some real song? Because now I use a public API, Apple Music public API. God is the greatest. If we click on this, it might push you to Apple Music though. Yeah. So if I try to push it to Apple Music, I should be on God is the greatest. So Viking, yeah, I think God is the greatest. See that it highlighted. But you see, so no, you see if I push it to like a website, if we don't use a music kit, that frame thing there, it would have basically make it that we can use it within the app. Like, so we'll just press a button and thing, more native. But for that, we'll have to turn on some extra permissions. But for now, I think it's alright-ish. Can we search? I don't know my song is Love Them. Okay, cool. So we have Love Them. Cool. But for albums, we'll have them to Tanisha. Remember that song, yeah? Right, you put me up on a rocket to the moon. I'm gonna click on it, make sure. Rocket to the Moon, baddest song. Well, it got up there, but I don't know favorite one that, but it up there. And then discography. This look okay. We basically get a list of all albums and everything there. And this, me do this, but we gotta use Xcode now, so we can't do that. So, yeah, do I want to set up this from my phone? I'm gonna set that up later. All right. No, this look all right. You know what I mean? I feel like we can still do some more work. The bio, all of that. Home. The one thing that I feel like this is missing is straight up just like a picture of Cartel. We need to add like more pictures of Cartel. So I might go get some pictures of Cartel. So let's just type in Vybz Kartel. Classic picture. So I'll just right click on that or double tap, save image to downloads. I'll do this one too, save image to downloads. I don't know, need recent Cartel, save image to downloads. Oh yeah, classic. Save image to downloads. Maybe we can add one more. Oh, it's fresh from prison. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna add you back, bro. Just relax. Yeah, just install. Sorry about that. Just ignore that. That's me just trying to set up this new iPhone on my thing. Anyways, so I'm gonna add some new songs. So I'll add some new pictures, sorry. So we'll go to assets, right? And then I'll go over to my downloads folder because that's where we'll put them. I'm gonna literally just drag them in. If you want, I can rename them. Yeah, I'm not reading the time for renaming them. It might help though. So I'm gonna change this to Cartel 1. I don't know what. Cartel 2. Cartel 3. No people don't want me. And then Cartel 4. I don't know why this not sure. Cartel 5.png maybe? Yeah, that one ain't not sure, so we can delete that. Now I'm gonna tell it to use Cartel 1, 3, 4 in the app. Now we need like something visual, bro. We don't see nothing else a cartel. Alright, so alright. Come on. Use images added to assets just now. Cartel 1, Cartel 3, Cartel 4 in the app. Where it would fit. Good. Yeah, because I don't want to just put it again anywhere, but more on the way to go see as a good place to put it though. So I'm kind of curious about. Okay, so let's do all three now. Let's see. Bring off me Blackberry. So then we'll start with the family. All right. Now it's a build the project. So once it's done built, I'll check and verify if everything good. And then we'll know I'll go on. All right. Now we can run it. I remember we just added it for add them three images. I'm gonna know exactly where I'll put it, but we'll see. I like this, man. I like this. I like this, G. Right there. So the only thing if you notice, the quick facts just get pushed over, and the connect section it just get pushed over. Even though I will switch that. Biography. Maybe we should use a different image for biography. Yeah, let's use Cartel 4 for biography. Use Cartel 4 image for bio view instead. And on the home screen, oh, this is like it kind of push over. Quick facts. Quick facts is push over. Right now, since adding the image. Also, last thing, change the connect section to use the data from the Apple Music API. So we can show like some real music data instead of them. So this connect section. I said it name? Connect section. I remember for capitalize a C. Say no, sir. All right. Let's see how that go do. How that go? I'm gonna see if I can get a switch to music kit by turning it on. But let's see if we get any luck. Doesn't look like it's added here yet. Yep, still not added here. Here when that happens. I wonder if we can just manually add this. So while that's there, I'm gonna try to set this up for us. All I need is a bundle ID. I'm actually gonna just not there. Go here. Gotta block out that for y'all people. No one else stealing my thing. And then I'll turn this on. Schedule. So, oh, it look like, is this done? Okay, look like build project succeeded. I know it just attest that. While I'm over here, I'm just trying to turn on, see if we can set up so we can use music kit. I'm doing this on a separate screen. It's a lot of sensitive stuff. That's why I like personal info, blah, blah. So I'm kind of doing this separately. Okay, music kit, continue, register. All right. Now let's try and run this. Now I did just set it up for music kit. I'm hoping that will make it that it can work after this, but we'll see. All right, so this still looks sick, but the view is pushed over, and I think it's because of this image. This still pushed over. Okay, so I'm gonna tell it again. The connect section and quick facts are still pushed off screen since adding the image here. Do we need to resize it or something? So I talk to AI just regular, yo. Yeah, so just don't mind me. Close. All right. Cool. So it says the issues that the V stack itself has no width, so scale to fill expands. Okay, so just basically the image at the top can go as wide as it want, and because it's so wide, it have made the other views them under it, like the connects part and the quick whatever, just stretch off. So I think this is the fix. See, it's a build project, blah blah pass. Let's run it again. And now if we look on this, I'm hoping I already made this fix. Okay, so now this looks much better, you see? So while the Cartel there, so it now get them thing and now get pushed off of the screen anymore. Way better. Like this. I know we have like some preview facts here. I don't know if we need to open an Apple Music thing. It doesn't even look like it does anything. So my ask if we get rid of that. Alright, this is the bio. This is the music. Nice. This is a discography. Nice. The gallery part still I'm confused. I don't want to go searching for a bunch of Cartel photos just to put in the gallery. It'll better if I have like an API or something for that. So quotes there, discography, etc., etc. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is I wanted to check. All right, so I'm gonna tell it I added the entitlement. I added the entitlement stuff for music kit in the developer portal for I think identifiers are and included the music kit. Come on, so could you try please the music kit in the music tab? All let's see if it worked that time, man. So right now, remember in the music tab, this is just using the API, the public API. But we want to use the framework. We want to use the Music Kit framework because we get access to so much more things. We get access to artwork, lyrics, composer, the songs. You get an opportunity to actually like play the song from the app too. That take more work, but we're gonna the AI code that. You obviously you can do it too, but we just want to build this out as fast as possible. All right. So now let's see. So it's a check. That's my hope to the music kit thing put in properly, so that we can just leave the API thing there completely. URL API or whatever, Apple Music URL API instead. Alright. Oh, so it'll use that. So this is part where it's it'll update you music search to use the music kit when it can. And then if it can't use it, then it use this way to use this as a iTunes fallback API or whatever. But I want to use Music Kit. That'll be a way better experience. Come on, run, man. Claude, you can do it. Yeah, if you have any comments about like other features and I feel like would have mad if we add another app, just add them in the comments and let me know. And I'll put the repo up for this so like you can check it out, see if you like it, all of that. All right, so to read the current setup, everything's set up. Yeah, and this might seem like it'll take a while, but trust me, this is fast. Like if I do all of this stuff, knock it out, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Trust me. This is gonna take a couple hours of coding, maybe even some weeks. It's a lot of work. It's knocking out so fast. Hmm. Come on, Xcode and Claude. Y'all got this. Okay, try that. Okay, so get that issue. So I guess it's fixing it now. All right, no issues. Now let's do a full build to build the project. All right, build succeeded. That look good. So now it's just tell the summary. Oh, it still has stress Unreal device music kit authorization. Yeah, people might have to go do that real device thing there, and set up that new phone. Yeah. Look around this first and see what it'll give though. I'm still like, I feel like that entrance head was hard. Alright. Okay. So we can do it. We're definitely gonna have to run this on the simulator. I mean on our real device. I work on the music section. Alright, let's just have it revert. Alright, switch. have it switch back to using regular API for the music tab instead of Xcode. Or add a toggle so I can switch between them myself. So if we are running on like my actual phone, would have access to music, but I guess because I use a simulator, we can't use the real music from Apple Music. But I have to go use the API for that. I'm not really what we want, but we're gonna test it out and build it out some more and see what can go on. I'll go on YouTube. All right, so now it's building. And all right, so it looks like it finished build. So let's just run it and we can see what this change looks like. So look like that. If we go over to music, we'll get back this. If we want to switch to Apple Music, we'll click that. Switch back from Apple Music, we'll click that. So I'm gonna test on my device. It will be a little bit different. All right, cool. So now, oh yeah, it was stressing me earlier about setting that up. Let's see if we can set up my device to switch to this. Change iPhone. Is this how I change this? Let's close that. Yeah, let's revoke that one. Desktop and dock, so we gotta go in here and change a new iPhone. Dock position on screen. iPhone. Close that. This is unlocked, so. It's still trying to use my old iPhone. Yeah, I'm trying to set up the iPhone mirroring so like when I connect my device to it, Ona can actually see it too. I know it's bugging with that. Let's try. Anyways, I don't want to take up too much on time with that. But we'll have to go loop on this from the real device and then the other one from the other device. Oh yeah, here we are. So can I run on this one? The only thing I'll stop with that thing, iPhone mirroring. So then I continue. Okay. Okay, we'll make some progress. Sometime when you allow notifications from this, I almost got in trouble, so I'm not gonna do that this time. Yeah, okay, iPhone connect. All right. Time to be prompted with such as the entry processor. Yeah, ask me that every time, bro. I don't go to the issues, isn't it? All right, so what we are doing now, so we got this running. So let's see if I can run this on my real phone. I'm going to register this. So I'm asking to do a couple things. It might ask me to turn on developer mode on this actually. It don't think I have. So this is a new phone. That's why I haven't turned this on. Yes, same thing. The Alchemist turn on developer mode. Where are you? Yo, developer mode used a lot to find on this. Like sometimes they're at the bottom, sometimes at the developer mode. So there is on the security. And this thing gotta restart my phone just to do that. Alright. But basically what will happen is once this done restart, we're gonna be able to test out Music Kit for real on a real device. So yeah. So we'll have the backup. So just I'm gonna show you as I do this. So for music right here, this is using like a web API URL. What we want to do is use Music Kit, which is like a framework for Apple giving. It gets given more abilities and it's easier to use and so. Enable. So I'm just enable developer mode from my phone right now. So it had to restart. Now it's back on. So let's stop that. Let's connect. We just had the iPhone mirroring thing. And now let's see if we can set this to this and run it. Which has previously reported ensure device is unlocked and attached to a cable, blah blah blah. Yeah, bro, I'm just connected. Yeah, let's try this again. Oh, so that prepare. Yo, sometimes preparing it can sometimes take forever. Oh, it actually I do. All right. So now it's copying cache symbols from iPhone. Yeah, that's the name of my phone. So we're 7% completed. So what we could do is we can make that go on rock. Well, we kind of can. We have to make that go on rock. So in the meantime, we could check out anything we're going to that app here. I'm thinking about anything else we might want to change. So you got this. And it's like, oh, when you click on this, it carry you to our website. When Music Kit, yeah, you just stay in the app. And you just have access to that song, click on it, to the artwork, to the lyrics, to the composer, all of them details that we see in Apple Music. You pretty much see it. The gallery, this, first of all, I don't even think this should name gallery, because I don't know if I'm going to go get like 30, 40, 50 Vybz Kartel picture just to put in here. So I might need to change this from the gallery to somewhere else. I just info, I don't know. So I have quotes. Love is my religion, music is my prayer. Carter really said this? Let's do this. Love is my religion. Music is my prayer. I'm gonna never hit your Carter side. Hey, what? That is Ziggy Marley's thing. Hold on. Boy, man, if Carter really said that, no. So, hold on. Lyrics. Wait, let's just see how far this is. 52%. She loved me like how Fatty loved the food. Like how bad man love him neighborhood fever. Oh, I guess I didn't fever. Every girl said she loved me Clarks, walk with me in the dark. He said that? Yo, because the thing is, I feel like I try translate patois to like proper, the standard English. So it's just like, what? And then facts. I feel like we can get rid of quotes. Because quotes would just find inaccurate. And just the lyrics and facts here. So this is the facts. Cartel earned the nickname added the teacher for his sharp intellect and ability to school rivals on the mic. Is that the reason? I mean, mad. Look at that, but I don't know if that's a reason. He recorded and released multiple chart-topping albums while imprisoned in Jamaica. Yeah, big up. Clark's his song sparked a cultural trend that saw Clark's wallabies become. I know just wallabies though. Every Clark's. Carter wrote and published a book, The Voice. I think remember the book, yeah. Label Boss. His Poor Empire Live launch carried a popcorn, Tommy Lee Spark, and Gaza. Okay. And then the Privy Council Belgium. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright. So this almost done. One thing we do, we want to get rid of the code section here. And I'll leave these for now. I kind of like facts, but I don't know if I like lyrics. Okay. Alright, so it looks like it pretty much was done set up on my phone, kind of. Once it's done, I'm going to use iPhone mirroring, which is this over here. So this will be like my real phone. Alright, just so you see me. And then this is the simulator. I might dismiss the simulator so you can see it better. Alright, look like it's run now. So to follow the instructions and blah 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 to connect. Someone say connect. No longer in use. Well, it's a setup on my phone, people. That's why I'm kind of. Oh, sure. Let's try it again. Maybe because the first time I run it, it kind of itch. Mad thing. So it's a show up on my phone, so now I'm gonna lock my phone so that I can use the iPhone mirroring thing over here. So connect. Oh, mad thing. All right. Alright, I'm gonna switch to music. So I'm gonna click on allow. Actually, let's bring this in the center. Something can so I'm gonna do better. So I'm gonna allow this. I see that's a loading songs. Alright, cool. But is this mine? Yeah, okay, so that's the arrow. So when I click on it, it's still pushing me here. Alright, so let's change then say, yo, I'm gonna change our turn off music. Turn on off music. Alright, so let's make it since I use this, I will know so this will work. Well, I tell it use Apple Music Kit and native features to make it that I can play the song directly instead of being pushed to the website or music app. All right, let's see what it says. I know we can test it from a real phone. I want to see it look. Can I make this mirroring bigger? What does this mean? No, man. So, yeah, it don't look like I can make it bigger in my bros. That's weird. What is button do? Oh, that memo go outside. I should never know that button to do. Jeez, let me see how much I've done on this. This on a real phone. Done. Chuck. Alright, so now it's a bill. I don't think it's done yet. Because it looks like we still have a couple to dos up here, so it's just a test. Like it just adds some lines to test it out. It looks like it's gonna add like a mini floating bar. So you know like when you do on Apple Music. Let's go over here. Apple Music, iOS app. I think on Apple, I don't know. But you know, like when you end up on Apple Music, and you would see pretty much. Maybe we can zoom in a bit. You'll see what it's gonna add here. But I look at music player thing here. Can I zoom in? Like a music player thing, you like right this. I think I'll add something similar to that. I don't know for sure though, but we'll run it. We'll go see. We'll go see. Mm, yeah, no, yeah. First, maybe stream for so long. 1 hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, my boy. Move down at work. So this me, I take a break. Eat some food or something. All right. So if I do it thing, let's just run it on my real device because we want to see the music thing. No one distracting us, so I'll just minimize it. Open this. Open iPhone mirroring. Do a connect. Wish this could be bigger. Alright, so it show up on my phone, but I just gotta enter the password there real quick. Alright, I say I'm gonna lock my phone before I can use mirroring. These apps have to clean out. Alright, cool. So this is how it look. I could go to music. I don't know why I'm not sure this. Lost connection to the debugger. What? Basically, I lose connection to my phone. Turn it again. Alright, ensure device unlocked. Oh yeah, unlock this. So I'm gonna unlock it from a real device. And then we can cancel this one and run it. Alright, so it'll show up on my real device now. But now I want to see it on a simulator. So I'm gonna just switch this, connect. Give it a second. I think it'll just open because when I was doing this earlier, it did just open. Maybe not. Maybe we really gotta. Yeah, that's so weird. Why is it not doing this right now? Lost connection to debugger on iPhone. I'm bridging them to show me a way where you can like attach it, but not with the mirroring. Oh, actually, I wonder if since we already have it on the iPhone, maybe we don't need to run the simulator. Yeah, see, Joe. So now, hold on. Yeah, that one there freeze up. Yeah, it freeze up. Even from a real device, it freeze up. So this is the problem where I try to test someone that runs just on real device. You know, usually you could have just run up on mine and then just look down, but more you'll be able to see it too, you know what I mean? So I run it again. Sure, it's about to show on my real device. Alright, we'll see that, right? Still a load. Alright, so that showed that. Now, I'm gonna go to music. Obviously, I want to see what I do, so I connect. Need to ask them for lock my iPhone. Alright. Ask them for lock my iPhone. Alright, cool. Nice. So now I'm gonna do it. So this is my real device. It looks like it still has some issues that show the music hit stuff though. So I'm gonna clear. I don't know why that issue that. I keep on disconnect with that. Alright, so you know what we're gonna do? Let's just stick to using this one. We'll just use the Apple Music URL and then when we'll circle back, we'll just angle that. And that way we can use a bigger thing by just using a simulator. So I'll go back to iPhone 17 Pro. I will go run that. All right, so simulator shut up like that. So, all right. So this how this will look. As I say, you can switch between Apple Music, but Apple Music don't run here, and that's being weird. We have the discography, so we can see all the album them. I don't like the name of this tab as gallery, so I change the tab called gallery to something else. No, I wonder what that called to something else. And also remove the quotes section from the picker. All right, so we'll just have lyrics and facts over here. Let's make it that when you click on a fact, you get like a different sheet. When I click on a fact, make it that I see a different sheet with some more info and animations. So we'll click on any of them. I'm gonna want to see it. Fact or lyric. So we'll click on a fact. Like this would I say a different like sheet come up with like more info on it. I don't know how much more info you can get from the Apple Music API right there, but we'll see. I will click on this would I say more info about it. Okay, so to ask me what should the tab rename to? I'm gonna just call it info. Info kind of similar. Info kind of similar to bio though. So if you can think of a better name, just let me know in the comments. But info sound kind of similar to bio, but I'm going to add a detail sheet for the lyrics. Detail sheet is like the screen you'll go after. Like when you click on it, the screen you'll say after. You know what I mean? Come on, you know, sorry. Sometimes when you just sit on our wait, it's just like. Yeah, Marina wants to see what this look like, you know, because this might be the last one, no people. So I'm going to see what's going on. But yeah, while we do them streams, on YouTube, pretty much like every time, I'll try to do them like weekdays, maybe after 7 or 10 p.m. As much as possible. And it'll be about them, like kind of using Claude AI to make more Jamaican focused apps and just other apps in general. Like public databases are free to use. How you can start making apps enough to start your business. So it builds successfully. You'll give it a summary. We didn't read that, but we'll just run still. And then this on the phone right here. We can just quit this for now. And now we'll just rely strictly upon the simulator. So I'll go over to info. And when we click on it, we'll get this. I look a bit more detail. I like it. Like that too. And then facts. We'll do the same. We'll get a little bit more info. I feel like I definitely prefer this way more. Cool. So now music. We have his bio. This is very hard to read. It's just so much information, right? And this is it. One more thing, more of an idea. If I'm gonna know if it can do it, I wonder if it's possible for Apple provide an AI that we can use on device. So I'm wondering if we could make it that we use our AI to make it that you recommend a cartel song based on like a mood or whatever you're feeling or something you type in. So let's see if you can do that. And this will be the last thing for real. Use Apple Foundation models. That's what it's called, like Apple's AI on device. And it's free, it's, as long as you're coding it, to allow user to enter some info or how they feel to have and have a Vybz Kartel song recommended for them. Great UI UX. UI UX. I want it to look good. I want the experience to be good. Hit enter. Don't know where it's gonna put this. So it's like, when I want you to ask the AI, like tell it how you feel or whatever, and then it'll go create. It'll go suggest a song for you. So let's see how this go. So it'll create. So the screen time for this is called Vibe Match View. 10:30 already, Jonah. So this is the last one. So yeah, we'll do a test out to see if we can add some AI to recommend a song. If it got bad, we'll stop seeing way. So nobody got think say, yo, I just keep on a record. I gotta take a break. I'm tired. I'm hungry. So we could see. Come on, man. I mean, it's a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of work it's doing. So, I done the part there. So, create Vibes Match View with foundation models integration. Oh, did it. All right. And now it's going to add the Vibe Match tab to content view. It's not done. I think it's just testing some of that I just added. Oh, no, it's done. But I see this here. I guess that's the old to do. Because this to do is done. UI flow requires Apple Intelligence enabled device. So only the iPhones 15 and up, 15 Pro and up can use this. So now we're gonna run this. And now this is our app running on our simulator. You don't know the Vybz Kartel app, Vibes. And now if we go over to more, so we can use Vibe Match. And now based on your mood, we're gonna make it that you select whatever mood you're in, and then it'll recommend a cartel song for you. So let's see. And this is an AI agent that lives on your device. And this is provided by Apple too. So let's see what's going on. So, it recommended temperature for you. It said this song is perfectly captures energy. All right, so hyper energy. I'm gonna put something else in here. I'm gonna say, I feel like I'm about to go to a dance hall party and meet a woman. Party. Find my song. I didn't find anything there. Is it because of this? Let's try and delete this and let's just pick a different feeling. So feeling blessed, I feel like I'm missing someone. All right. So if I'm feeling blessed, it's just a temperature. This song captures. Let's just make sure it's not recommending temperature for everything, because that might be a bug and we're gonna fix that. So let's try road trip vibes and see what the AI recommends. It recommends Summertime this time, so a different song. What I want to do though, I want to see if I can feel like a gangster. What song is gonna tell me? Cause when I forget a soft song, I'm messing with temperature. Nah, bro, something right yourself. Again, this is using Apple's AI model, so it might not have all the songs from Cartel, but I'm sure it could have find some better song like more matching. What about Sad and Lonely? Call my number. This song captures the feeling of longing and solitude. Okay. All right. So the only thing is that like it put whenever you have too many tabs, it put them in this weird row thing. So instead of doing that, what we could do is let's move the functionality for vibe match and put it in music or discovery. All right. All right. All right. So move the entry point for vibe match from tab view to what's the name of those two tabs again? Discography and music. Discography and music tab instead to inside. I'm gonna take a try to replace them. Because sometimes you have to be specific with the AI. Sometimes it catch exactly what you're trying to say, but sometimes what you say can have double meanings. You know what I mean? I like it will interpret it different. Okay, so it said remove the vibe match part from the content view. I need to add it to discography and music search view, which I will want. By the end, like where you can use it, it'll move it to them there. Yeah, after that, build and verify like it always does. All right, look like that done. I know when I read summaries around here, we just run that. So I can just hit play and just play it. All right. So music. Oh, music has its entry point right here. Don't know why I added this weird animation there. Okay. If I click this, party mode. I love recommend temperature. Oh, this one. All right, so that look good. So that's how we do it. I don't know where this circle is coming from. Let's just tell it to fix that, and then we are done. All right. There is a circle that's moving on the music tab up and down. Fix it. As a vibe manner pulsing circle animating even when it shouldn't be visible in context. This use a shimmer animation on the circle runs continuously. Okay, so I look at animation issue. Don't get me wrong, people. Animations are good. Like it make people, keep that little extra interest upon your app. So it's not bad. It's some good, but sometimes it can mess up being implemented. All right, so it's fixed. So let's try and run this, and then let's see. Some music. And we still see that thing. You see that? The little circle. I'm still seeing it. Down in the background. Everything. Even I try to keep my on. I'm gonna go back to this. So we have this, right? And I like this screen so far. So I'm good with the home screen. You know, get us to the point. This is a Vybz Kartel app. The bio is here. I wish the bio was a little easier to read. Maybe we should add it to Access to do something about that. But the thing I want to fix is just this music circle going up and down here. Let's see how we can fix that. I don't know why it's mentioning the gallery view because this is not the gallery view. Alright. Did it run? Okay, Bill. So let's run it. Oh, it could not get that. How am I going? Huh. Is it? Okay. Remove the animation from the entry point and the music tab. I think that's the issue. Move them on there. And then I don't think we need any other entry part. It would be good if like on the home screen. I want more interaction. This is really static though. Quick facts, 20 plus albums, blah blah. We could ask it to make it that like once I click on something like that, it's doing it. One thing about Claude, when it's like ready to test, it just tests and just push you out. It's like, all right, well, you asked me to do a job, and I did it, and I'm gonna fix this now. I'm testing this now. All right, cool. So now you see that circle thing. They say, was that weird animation? Because you see how the animation. I remove it from both of them, but I don't mind really. Okay, good. We have the info. I'm curious though if we could add like maybe if like we click on this, we can see more info. Like if we click on some of the quick facts, we can see more info. So let's do that, and that will officially be the last thing. Add a sheet to appear when a user clicks on a quick fact with more info on the fact they clicked on. So them click on any of them facts here, which are these. Yeah, it's like a sheet with like a little bit more info on what that sheet is about. So it's adding it now. So I'll put this over here. And now it says I can see the facts are simple tuples, icon, blah, blah, blah. And it's another way how we can click on it and see more info. So we can see what go on. Curious what this ought to look like though. Sorry about that, people. Hit the mic with my phone. So let's see the project I'll build here. So let's see. Clean. So let's just run the build. Hit that play button. And now it's installing right here. And now what we want are these, right? So if I click on this, I see some type of quick fact. ID Wally. Who is this? ID Wally, ID Huggins. No, called ID Time Palmer. Cisco Waterhouse is work with the Vybz Kartel. Alright. Then so I define as a voice and modern. I like that one. This is the one I don't get. ID Wally. Let's see where in the code that is written. So I'm not trying to type out all that. ID Wally. Let's just maximize this real quick. ID Wally Huggins. Who is this? Come on, don't tell Cartel the real name this. I need to empower my money. Yeah, Claude, who is this? Yeah, sometimes I have to watch them thing. Yeah, who is? No, it is not. Carter real name is Adijan Palmer. Adija Azim Palmer. I think Adija Aim. Well, the birthday about you're right. Let me fix that. Oh, this one. No, better not have no more mistake in this. But basically, it fixed it. It just made a mistake, and I just like sorry about that. All right, let's run this again. And if this is all set, which it should be now, we can be done for today. All right, cool. All right, so right to know, people. Yep. Yeah, so right now, people, we just made our, Vybz Kartel app using Claude AI with Xcode. And yeah, kind of sick. Look out for more of them type of apps. Well, basically, I make more apps related to more like Jamaican stuff. I'm trying to get more people into using like AI code or just coding in general. Just remember, like, comment, subscribe, and wholly more videos are forward. All right, I'm out.